This is one heck of a case? Is that what this is? Meet the Thermaltake Core P3 Snow Edition, a fully modular, wall-mountable chassis with dedicated support from ITX to ATX form factors across the spectrum. It'll even fit motherboards larger than that. But if you're aiming for a more mainstream build, you can fit so much into this case. It's also very modular, as you'll see here shortly. For instance, the P3s include optional riser cards and modular PCIe slots that can be oriented vertically or horizontally. Additionally, ITX builds allow for the PSU to be turned fan side out, useful especially if you've got flashy RGB functionality built in. This Thermaltake Tough Power Grand SE power supply is an excellent combination of efficiency, reliability, and customizability. It's Tier 2, 80+ gold rated, and fully modular as well. A button on the back allows you to switch between several pre-programmed color combinations. The same goes for the 360mm AIO Thermaltake sent over as well. I asked them for as much RGB as possible, and they definitely delivered. This red is not only huge, but fitted with 3 120mm ring fans, that's 2 eyes, packing full RGB potential. However, the controller included with the kit does not come with a wireless remote, meaning you'll have to place it somewhere accessible if you expect to change the color scheme often. The radiator combo pushes my 6700K to 4.7 GHz at 1.32 volts. Temperatures after about 30 minutes of IDA64 pegged 75C, so nothing too crazy. With the right fan curve, pump, and fin density, this one will outperform a Kraken X62, hands down, and for about the same price. Granted, this one is significantly longer. Now, because this case will be my test bench for the foreseeable future, I decided to opt for a platform that more of you will have, that's more mainstream. That's why I went with the 6700K instead of an X99 CPU. It's still very overclockable, compatible with Z1 and Z270 motherboards, and will not murder your wallet as quickly as its higher core counterparts will. The motherboard is ASRock's very own Z270 killer, hence the large K spanning the entire board. And I must say, I'm thrilled they've included these unique accents. They seem to span the entire new lineup of Intel boards. Expect the same from ASRock in the case of AM4. 16GB of Team Group DDR4, silver to match the silver, and, well, okay, this is weird. It's a 4GB AMD R9 380. That's right, a 300 series AMD GPU. Until my two 1080s arrive for my custom Waterloop build, that's coming very soon by the way, I'm not willing to part with the 1070s in Heisenberg, and this thing is an absolute steal online, about $120 US, check eBay and other retailers. Just temporary, this is a test bench after all, so any component is subject to change and be tested here. So you're probably wondering at this point why I chose the Thermaltake Core P3 as my test bench, because that's not what it was intended for, right? Well, it's an open-air case, as are most test benches, but unlike most of those, the P3 includes proper radiator mounting, plenty of clean cable management space via the back door, and a super clean aesthetic, especially with the acrylic window in place. For my purposes, however, I don't expect I'll have this window on for very long. The metallic posts that hold it in place, though, are extremely heavy and sturdy. You could lift the entire PC by these handles here, it's perfectly fine, but are also completely removable, as is most of the case's structure. Cable guiding cutouts and rubber grommeted sleeves wrap around the motherboard standoffs, and support for up to a 420, I almost said 120, support for up to a 420mm AIO is available. So what do I not like about the case? Well, not much. Thermaltake kind of nailed it here. I do wish the cable cutout toward the bottom was higher up, but I'm aware that they wanted support for extended units, completely fine. Tempered glass would be a nice alternative to acrylic, and I'm told that that version is in the works, so no harm there either. I don't like the fact that there's no slot for the rear I/O shield. That is admittedly a bit weird. I don't see any harm in including one, but at this point I really feel like I'm just being picky. Everything was beautifully thought through. It just so happens that not all of its design choices complement this build factor here. It's a trade-off of being universally supportive. So can it really be called a case if it's open air? I really think so. It supports everything a case would and includes a removable back panel for hard drive and SSD support, cable storage, and excess peripherals. It just doesn't have sides. That's really it, but that's okay. This case isn't for everyone, but it's for me and my needs, and I wouldn't change a thing about it. You can find links to all parts featured here in this video's description, by the way. I think these components from Thermaltake make for an excellent test bench. What do you think? If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, thumbs down. If you feel the complete opposite, click the subscribe button if you haven't already. I will catch you in the next video. This is Salazar Studio. Thanks for learning with us.